What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto and welcome to a new middle of the day market update. I'm not going to call this one an emergency update, but we will probably see a lot of volatility. So what I wanted to talk about is just in general the markets right now today. Over the course of the day, the US markets opened 30 minutes ago. That is going to cause volatility. All right, so we'll talk about what that means. And what to expect from that. You can see that we are starting to turn a little bit bearish here, so that's something we'll talk about. And then I will also try to talk about some altcoins a little bit longer, because some altcoins actually are quite interesting, and just in general, I think we need to look at that. So in general, look, if we zoom out to like the 12-hour time frame, I have to be bullish on Bitcoin. All right, I think if you look at this chart, the very least we is back in this old consolidation we had right here, right? And if we are back in that consolidation, then that would mean that it's most likely that we will at least rally up to this level here at 71,000. So short term, I am bullish on Bitcoin. Now, does that necessarily mean that we are not going to get a pullback whatsoever? No, all right. I am bullish. I think the fundamentals line up good enough. With the political situation in the US, but also the economic situation in the world in general, with the interest rates that are about to get lower, which you can see right here is that the dollar strength index is quite bearish right here. Russell 2000 is super bullish. S&P is also still super bullish. So I see enough reasons to be bullish on Bitcoin. Because apart from that, to talk a little bit about Mt. Gox, I think this is already priced in, all right? And I made a full video on this on my second channel, all right? So if you're really interested in that, go to my channel. It's a very valuable video, I think. Go to my channel, go to the bottom. Altcoin Nexus is my second channel, and there I made a full video on Mt. Gox and what I think and whether I think it has an effect. So check that out if you want to, but I think it's already priced in, all right? Most of these events, especially with Mt. Gox, like we already knew that this was going to happen. So there will be selling pressure, of course, but I do think that the bullish fundamentals we have against the bearish fundamentals we have, I think the bullish fundamentals win. And I think the technical situation also lines up with that. Now, if we zoom in though, this is a bit of a bearish structure we have right here, all right? You can see that we found support initially, but now the US session, which has pushed us up in the last 2 days, is starting to look a little bit more bearish, all right? And you can see that right here as well if you look at some order flow numbers. In that the last 30 minutes, you can actually see that we have some longs being closed. That's not what you want. But even though that's the case, I would say we will stay bullish, all right? So if you look at the 4-hour time frame, like for me, there's a major support level right here between 62,500 and 60,000 and 60,000. Well, actually 60,000 like 400 or something. Huge level there. I believe there's also a CME gap there. If we quickly put that on the chart, can we find it, please? A little bit quicker, please. Yeah, so there's also the top of that CME gap. I don't think that's fully going to be filled, but okay. So short term, it looks like we are pulling back here, but I don't think we'll turn bearish. All right, so make sure that you look at those supports. At some point of time, I expect us to find a support that's actually going to provide us with enough bullish momentum to hold, and then I think altcoins can perform as well. So that's a nice little bridge to altcoins. At this point of time, there's multiple altcoins doing well. Like everything is very dependent on Bitcoin, right? So that's the first thing you need to know. That's the truth. But there are some altcoins that are definitely outperforming. WorldCoin, for example, is trying to get a massive breakout here. It has to break out above like if it breaks above 2.5, then we can actually rally much higher. For now, this does look bullish, all right? But you have to know, if you look at these spikes, WorldCoin is historically quite manipulated as well. So be careful with that. Apart from that, meme coins performed quite well this morning. We already talked about that yesterday, right? So yesterday we already talked about meme coins. If you acted upon that, you could have made some money. You could have made some money on Pepe. You could have made some money on Bonk. Those all rallied a lot after I made the video telling you that meme coins looks good. But apart from that, like if you look at the other meme coins, you can see the market is quite in sync. So everything is quite correlated. there's still like RWA is still probably going to be relatively strong, and there are altcoins that are relatively strong as well. Like Mavia was quite strong earlier. Injective, like most of the altcoins are still bullish. XRP also still bullish right here, as you can see. Most of the altcoins are still bullish, but I would be careful buying into them, all right? What you see right now is that everything is moving very, very similarly to Bitcoin, which is not the end of the world right now while Bitcoin is dropping and the dollar strength index is dropping as well. But I do think it's better to either find outliers like WorldCoin or wait for Bitcoin to have found some sort of a solid support and then start to bid some altcoins that will perform well. So for me, that's meme coins and RWA for now, all right? And there will always be outliers, that will deviate from their narratives and sectors. But for now, I think that's what you need to focus on: Bitcoin, RWA, and memes. And those are my thoughts for now. If you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.